Oh, I was just coming upstairs, bro.
Shut up, Smitty. What up? It's your boy K Cole, man. From the Live from the Crib podcast. Got my fellas with me. This a new thing we're gonna do live from the crib. Parlaying with the homies, parlaying with the fellas. Basically, sports talk. We're gonna talk about sports bets. Kick it off. Weekly parlays. And some also some player props that we might like, throughout the week. We try to make some money, man, get some bread, you know what I mean? Let's get into it, man. Let me introduce my people I got with me. You know me, I'm K Cole. I got Kirk. Kirk, say what up to the people. Introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm Kirk, coming from California.
All right, that's all. You just come from California. All right, cool.
Yeah, man, stop being greedy, man.
What's up? That's what's up. Schmitty, say what up to the people.
Oh, they already know who I am, man.
The motherfucker
Smitty
that might
Ice,
turn the
man.
camera off.
Yeah, eventually this bitch will be off though. But they know I
Definitely.
am. I got my reoccurring appearances on the pod, but yeah.
I think is you in the bed?
Hey man, no, I ain't in the bed right now, bro. We on the couch right now.
Oh, all
We
right.
on the
Cool.
couch. We comfortable right now.
I ain't even mad at you, my boy. I ain't even mad at you. Hey, man, but we about to hop into these picks for the week. We're gonna go through each game, tell who we like, what we like, why we like it, and yeah, man, let's get right into it, man. Without further ado, you know what I'm saying week one. All right, so we got Dallas at Philly to open up the season. You know what I mean? It's an easy one for me because Dallas sucked.
That's a
Agreed.
started. Y'all just gonna talk about my team like that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get They trash. They traded Micah away. I mean, they should have traded Dak away. But here we are. I got Philly in this one. This is an easy one for me. Philly by at least 6.5.
Oh, that boy, that's his number too. The
Yeah.
spread is at 8.5. I ain't gonna
Spread is
lie
at
to you.
8.5.
I do got
Yeah.
Philly. Easy pick. You lose one of the best, if not the best, defensive player in the league. Come on, man. Yeah, easy pick.
I understand what you're saying. I do think we improved the run game though with Kenny Clark. Michael Parsons doesn't stop the run; he gets after the quarterback. We have other guys that can try and do that. With that also being said, though, my team has struggled to stop the run, and we've got to go against arguably the best running back in the league. So this is a tough one for me.
Arguably.
Yeah, but I do think we added firepower on the offense. Just being honest, and I do think we have a really good young offensive line. 8.5 is a pretty dangerous bet on week one because anything can happen. I think it's a smarter bet for you to take the points on this one. 47.5 is what they currently got the points at, doing over. I definitely think Dallas is going to put up some points. Philly's got some issues in the DB area. So I think Dallas can put up points, but Eagles are definitely going to put up points as well. A safer bet for me would be the money line or just betting over on the points at 47.5 for the Eagles.
It's definitely going to be over 47.5 because it's going to be like 49-3.
That's so
Philly.
That's so disrespectful.
All the way disrespectful, my boy.
If I had to pick a player prop, though, give me
one.
Saquon Barkley for a touchdown. If I had to pick a player prop.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if I had to pick a player prop, that's what I'm going with.
A sneaky one while you playing will be Saquon Barkley first touchdown. That'll get you some extra money. I
wouldn't disagree with you, but it's the start of the season, and I refuse to believe that they're not going to try and show this tush push. And unfortunately, Jalen Hurts did take some touchdowns away from Saquon once they get to that goal line. I think Saquon does.
They ain't even going to get to the goal line. Saquon going to run it in from 70 yards. What are you talking about?
That's so crazy that y'all
Come on, man.
Bro, Dallas run defense is porous.
I'm going to tell you right now, you get Saquon Barkley or Jalen Hurts easily for anytime touchdown score, man.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. If I had to pick a touchdown pick, give me one of them guys.
That tush push is a killer.
It is.
I like it. All right, what's next game? Let's see what we got here. Kansas City at the Chargers. I think this game is in Spain, ain't it? It's overseas, I know.
It is overseas, yes. And I'm not touching this game, to be honest. I don't like this game. at all. If I had to pick a team to win, give me the Chiefs. Just off of experience alone. I mean, the Chargers themselves have got some new pieces coming in, new at running back. We have high hopes for Marion Hampton, but who knows what he's actually going to do. So, and then Najee Harris has been sort of injured. And he's a new member on the team. And you also got a new wide receiver coming in that you got hopes for. But I'm going to take the experience of Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid here to get the job done.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you on that. Nah, I mean, you would probably think that you lose Rashee Rice for that suspension.
Yeah.
But guess what? Pat Mahomes showing you who he is, bro. He's not the best quarterback in the league for a reason. Nah, he ain't the best quarterback in the league for no reason. My man got a horrible receiving core and he's still getting it in.
Arguably. But I mean, Chiefs not a bad pick. I'm gonna actually lean on this running game and what the Chargers want to do is pound the rock, control the clock, pound the rock, play defense, and I'm gonna lean on that, especially overseas, time difference, all of that factor in. I'm gonna take the Chargers in this one. Barely though.
Yeah, I can understand it. I mean, the spread isn't even that big. The spread is like -3. And of course, like I said, this is week 1, so anything can happen in week 1. But this would be a team, like if I was betting, I would pass in this game. Just in general.
I'm definitely passing on this game.
Like I said, I had the Chiefs winning, but I would pass. I wouldn't even bet on this game if I was anybody. So
I like it. 2 for the Chiefs, 1 for the Chargers. Next game, who we got? Hey. You already know what it is. Commanders by 62.5.
Is this a question?
Over points, over spread. I don't care what it is. Lakers in 5.
You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. It was questionable with the McLaurin situation, but that's good now. So
yeah,
very easy. Very easy choice. I mean, look, Giants quarterback situation is done for, bro. They done for.
I think you'll get something out of Russell Wilson. I mean, he was efficient last year, so you will get something out of Russell. But in terms of what you used to get out of Russell, those days are done. I think Russell's there just to be a veteran quarterback for the young boy for the future, and that's about it.
Facts.
So I definitely like the Commanders. If you want to be safe here, take the Commanders on the money line. But to be honest with you, I would probably bet the spread, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Commander spread is up to about 6.5 or so. It's actually at 6 now. So I would definitely take the Commanders by 6. And I think they feel very confident by trading Brian Robinson too. I've heard nothing but great things about the young boy. And to go with a veteran Austin Eckler, and you have a veteran tight end in Zach Ertz. We got the second year in Jaden Daniels. I think he'll struggle a little bit, but I don't think he'll be really against this Giants team.
Won't be this game.
Yeah, not against these boys.
I will say, the Giants got a solid pass rush, so
they do.
They can get in there and disrupt some things. If they can get in there and disrupt some things, possibly. But Jaden has shown great escapability in his rookie year. So hopefully he continues to build on that, and we see an easy victory in week 1. Commanders by 62.5. That's the bet. You got to take it.
Yeah, but I will say this: if I had to do a player prop, I didn't really have a player prop for the Chiefs for the Chargers game, but I do for this one. I would see Malik Neighbors getting in the end zone. He's just a problem. I don't see the Commanders being able to go 1v1 with him.
Definitely could see it.
And I definitely think Russell Wilson will find a way to get him in the end zone for sure. So if I had to pick a player prop, give me – and I think Malik Neighbors is actually in the plus, and I think this is a really good plus for him. He's like plus 150 or so. Give me Malik Neighbors for a touchdown.
Don't bet that. That's not going to hit.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, next game. Who we got? Let's see.
Oh, this is easy. This is one of my locks of the week. If I had to lock a team in, to me, this is not a question. This is an easy one. Pick this one. Pick the spread. Pick the money line. Pick whatever you want. This one is easy. Give me the Cardinals. Easily give me the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
You got this new quarterback coming in, or even if they put in Spencer Rattler, he ain't nothing special either. You got an Alvin Kamara that they're going to lock down. You got both wide receivers coming off of injuries with no consistency with these quarterbacks. Give me the Cardinals all day. This is the easiest pick of the week, in my opinion.
I'm inclined to agree. This is really a no-brainer. I don't even got nothing to say.
Nothing
Cardinals.
to say.
Yeah, they got the line at 6.5. Yeah, I would take the Cardinals minus 6.5 on this one. I don't think the Saints got anything for James Conner, and I think Kyler Murray will start off pretty good. James Conner would be my touchdown of the week, by the way. That would be my player prop. Give me James Conner for a touchdown. Fully healthy James Conner against this team. Give me that.
Now, I will say I'm still reluctant about that 6.5 just because it's Kyler Murray and the Cardinals.
Okay.
And I've seen crazier things. So if I do play this spread, I'm probably go 2.5. You know, that's my spot, 2.5.
Yeah.
Just by
I think it's still the money line. If you are nervous about betting the spread to start the season, I completely get it. Bet the money line. This is still a lot. The Cardinals are going to win this game. Just take the money line bet and go with that.
I actually think they're going to win it easily. I mean, yeah, you don't have an answer in New Orleans, man. Like, there's no answer there.
If we look at it, too, the New Orleans Saints, this is one of the worst secondaries they've had in years. They've usually never had issues with that. Like, if we go back 10 years or at all, the Saints have always had good DBs. They don't really have special DBs out there. So that's a lot of firepower that the Cardinals are bringing with guys like Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, who none of them are going to be able to stop. You get a healthy James Conner, a mobile quarterback in Kyler Murray. This is an easy win right here.
I mean, the masses are betting this game. Cardinals at 60%. Saints at 40%. So I understand it, but like I said, I'm still a little bit cautious on this one. I mean, I do believe it's going to be an easy win. No hands down, straight up money line. Give me the Cardinals all day.
Absolutely.
Let's see who we got next. Dolphins, Indy. We got Daniel Jones starting for the Indianapolis Colts. Once again, another year where Anthony Richardson couldn't make the cut. I don't know what they're going to do with him, to be honest. He's
a raw talent that should have never got a start to begin with. He should have sat behind a veteran. Period.
I can see that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'm hoping he gets traded so he can get a fresh start, because I do think he got talent, but I don't think that's the right situation for him to be thrust into a starter. He needs a couple years to sit, like you said, develop his talent, develop his decision making, because he relies on the run way too much, and he's shown to be fragile. For him to be so big, he always hurt.
Absolutely.
This one of those games that I can see an upset here. I'm actually leaning toward the Colts here. I think Daniel Jones, revitalized Daniel Jones is going to get it done here. So
I have a hard one on this one. And to be honest, I almost don't want to bet just
I'm not betting it.
Yeah, in reality, I want to just take the game at the points, because I can see why you like Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones he's not a top 10 quarterback, but he does, when he's on, and he's got a lot of firepower here. Jonathan Taylor, he's got Josh Downs, who had a nice little splurge at the end of the season. Maybe you get something out of Michael Pittman, and of course you got a great deep threat in Alec Pierce. So I think Daniel Jones definitely has the weapons to put up points, but so does the Dolphins. If Tua can stay healthy, which is always the biggest if with a guy like him, because he's just loaded with talent on that team. But now their offensive line is even weaker. They don't have Teron Armstead, so their best lineman now is retired, and you got a concussion-prone quarterback. And this is week 1. And there wasn't a lot of consistency or build-up with him throughout the training camp and everything. And then you got the Tyreek Hill situation. Jalen Waddle had a little bit of injuries. Devon Achane is healthy, but he also had his injuries. So I don't know how good the consistency is with this team yet. I would probably, if anything, this would be a game, if I did bet, I would just take the points. And I don't know if I feel comfortable yet. Maybe later in the week I'll have a better answer, because the points is at 46.5. And I do think there's firepower on both teams, and I don't think either one of these teams are a great defense. So I could see Danny Dimes trying to throw it deep to Alec Pearson getting some
And
touchdowns.
we're not gonna nickname that man Danny Dimes. We're not doing
That's his
that.
That's
name, bro.
he
We're not
wears
doing
the name
that.
Danny Dimes now.
All
That's what the
right, now
streets call him, bro.
What they call him, man.
I think
we're not
I
doing
do
that.
think 46.5 is a little high, though. I'm not going.
It might be a little high. If it's at 46.5 might be a little much. If you don't feel confident there, I'm completely okay. But it has gone down. It was at 47.5. Now it's at 46.5. So
I mean,
if it's later in the
I'll
week,
take an alternate line of like 35, 34 and a
it
half.
ain't gonna get that low. It ain't gonna get that low.
That's why you call it an alternate line. That's the thing about betting. You can manipulate your lines. That's the thing about betting. You can manipulate your lines in order to get the bet that you want.
Yeah.
The only difference is the money going to be different. So where I wouldn't take it at 46.5. I wouldn't take it at, to be honest, anything in the 40s. But
I can understand that. Unless you're betting the under. Just bet the under. Just
for sure.
I don't think they're going to get 47 points collectively as a team, and I don't think that that's a bad bet. If you was able to do the under at 47.5, that was even better for you because both of these teams putting up 48. I don't see that happening. But yeah, if you could get it down,
I definitely don't see it happening. I don't see them going over. They're not getting over. However, it's not unreal. Hey, it's not unrealistic. It could happen with that Miami squad, man.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of firepower there. I mean, you got some of the fastest players in the NFL on the same team with Achane, Waddle, and Hill. And I mean, that's a lot to contend with.
You just got that concussion-prone quarterback.
Yeah.
You just got to worry about that quarterback. If Tua can stay healthy, oh yeah, they're a problem. They'll still be a problem.
I do have a player pick though. I'm taking whatever the receptions is for Devon Achane. You're talking about a running back that got 77 catches. I think Devon Achane will get 80 catches this year for sure. Even when Tua went down, it did not matter who quarterback was. He was still getting catches, and I think he'll still get a lot of dump down passes to get in the open field. So if receiving yards or receptions, give me that for Devon Achane. That would be my player pick.
I like that.
I'm going player pick from that team. Jonathan Taylor, 80 rushing yards.
I like it.
Okay.
He done hit that mark in the last 5 games, man.
I like that. Again. I like both of those. Achane for yards or receptions. Not yards or receptions. Receptions or receiving yards. And Jonathan Taylor for yards. What about JT for a touchdown?
I think he's the most likely one to get it, definitely at the end zone.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Pittman is so inconsistent with me. He would probably be the person I definitely wouldn't pick for a player profit. I would bet the under on someone like him. So JT for a touchdown, I can see that happening.
Another one that's not unrealistic. Last 5 games, he's gonna hit that mark.
Yeah, I can see JT trying to run it in, get him started early in the season for both rushing yards and a touchdown on the goal line situation. Only problem, especially if you got Alex Pierce, because again, Alex Pierce is one of the best deep threats in the league. Not really a well-known number 1 wide receiver, but he's definitely a deep threat. And he can easily get you down there into the red zone, and JT can finish it off.
Not to mention new quarterback, new system.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the easiest thing to do? Rely on that running game.
Facts.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not going to be nothing new. Not going to be nothing new to Daniel. He was handing the ball off to Saquon all game when he was with the Giants. So, I mean, nothing new, my boy.
Hey, I like it. All right, let's get into the next one, fellas. We got Raiders at New England. Yeah.
You know how I feel about this one.
I got New England all day. I'm taking that money line on them.
I like the Patriots. And to be honest, I like the Patriots. If the spread is at -2.5, you want to be safe, take the money line. I like the Patriots at -2.5. I think they improved the defense for sure. I do think this is a better defense. I would like to see some improvements from Drake May. I thought he looked good last year. I want to see him step up and not always have to run for his life so much. I like to see him step up in the pocket and just make a pass every now and then. The thing that scares me about this game the most is Christian Gonzalez. He ain't been practicing pretty much all week. So it makes me a little nervous for the Patriots. It's always tough when you lose one of your best cornerbacks and whether or not he'll play or not this week. But even still, the Raiders, in my opinion, don't have a lot of firepower at wide receiver outside of Jacoby Myers. Brock Bowers is one
Brock
thing.
Bowers,
He's
You
not
got
a
Brock.
wide
the
receiver.
number
got
one
Brock.
wide receiver.
Yeah.
This boy and his Brock, right? His wide receiver shit.
He's a tight end. He's not a
He's a
wide
wide
He
receiver.
gonna keep
receiver.
on. He gonna keep on putting them in that wide receiver
He
category.
is the number one wide receiver in in Las Vegas.
But you're talking Jacoby Myers right now, and they can't even get it right with him.
Yeah, who knows if Jacoby even plays week 1 because he wants the contract. He might turn around and
He's
just
trying to get a
not play
contract.
week 1.
He's already requested a trade that they denied. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have firepower over there in Oakland. Yeah, it's an easy one, man.
Listen, I mean, they got the what? They drafted Ashton.
I'm pulling him
Yeah,
over.
but
That's how bad it is.
I like seeing good things from rookies, but he's at the end of the day, he's a rookie, and the Patriots have a good defensive line.
But the best place for a rookie to make an impact,
who's also still good.
The best place for a rookie to make an impact, that have the most impact, is at running back.
Yeah,
and I think he'll. I like Ashton in this game. I don't like him necessarily for a touchdown, or I'm not sure what his line is at for yards or anything, but I think they're going to try to establish themselves as a running team, especially under new head coach that they got. What's his name? Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Now I do like Pete Carroll as a coach, and I think Geno Smith is an efficient cornerback.
For sure.
Not known for like lighting it up in terms of touchdowns. I think he finished last year with like 17 touchdowns, but he's definitely an efficient quarterback. He always has a high completion percentage and always gets good passing yards. So I do think he'll be looking for Brock Bowers. So that would be like a player prop that I would take, Brock Bowers for the receptions of the yards. I don't think that would be a bad one. And I think Drake May for rushing yards, because Max Crosby is coming, and I think Drake May is going to be running a little bit. Trying to get him. And his yards are pretty low. If you look at it, for someone like Drake May, his rushing yards is only about 27.5 right now. I don't think that's crazy.
Not crazy.
Someone like Drake May, I think he could take off and get something like that. So
he got decent athleticism. I like that one.
Yeah. These would be my player props, but I do like the Patriots. If you want to be safe and take the money line because it's week 1, go ahead. Or even if you just want to do the plus status on the Raiders. But I'm taking the Patriots at -2.5. I do think they beat the Raiders here.
I can see 2.5 here as well, because I think they're going to win anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a close game for what it's worth. So 2.5, a field goal. It can come down to the last possession. You see them kick a game-winning field goal. Some cardiac shit. But I like the Patriots in this one as well. Let's get into the next one here. Who we got? Ooh, my favorite one, Jets Steelers.
This one got easier for me.
Who you got?
The Steelers, because the Jets already just lost one of their better linemen in Vera Tucker. He tore his tricep. He's done for the season.
Yeah.
And the Steelers 100% have a better defense. And when you already going against a guy like TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith and Cameron Hayward on that D-line, for you to turn around and lose a starting lineman, this is going to be a problem. And we still don't know what we're going to get yet out of the Justin. I like Justin Fields, but I mean, again, new team, so we don't know what we're going to get
out of.
I think he's going to run.
Aaron?
For sure.
Yeah. That what Aaron we gonna get? Because that's gonna be the question.
Which who?
Which
Aaron we getting? What Roger? Yeah, which one we getting?
I understand that. I think Aaron is I think he's going to be a little bit more consistent. He's definitely past his prime, but he's not past the point where I think this is a revenge game for him too. If you look at it, he's coming out. He's just left the Jets. Now he plays for the Steelers. There's a coaching edge here too. I think the coach is better, Mike Tomlin, than Aaron Glenn. I do like Aaron Glenn, but first year as a head coach here, new team. Also just lost the starting lineman. I mean, I think there's a few variables here to overcome. Give me the Steelers here for sure. In fact, you already know how I felt about the Steelers coming into this. I think this is a lock. Give me the Steelers also at the spread, which is at right now 2.5. Absolutely. Give me the Steelers 2.5 here. So I think they force turnovers on Justin Fields.
Definitely not one of my locks, but if I did have to pick, I'm still gonna rock with the Steelers on it. I mean, granted, I'm still talking about Aaron Rodgers. Which one we gonna get? I think he'll be fine, especially with the addition of DK over there. I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
DK and the two tight ends, Jonnu Smith and Pat Fryermuth. They run the ball well with Jalen Warren, and then they got the young boy Caleb Johnson. Again, we're talking about rookies that have the most impact. Patriots got Trevion Henderson. Raiders got Ashton Genty. Steelers have Caleb Johnson, who's had a good training camp. You get a DK Metcalf. You get an experienced quarterback that's done this for a while, that knows how to just control the game and not force turnovers. Give me the Steelers. And then you get one of the better defense. This is a top 5 defense in the league right here in the Steelers. And you just had a down offensive lineman. This is a pretty easy one, in my opinion.
Listen, I hear all that what y'all saying. But just like it's a revenge game for Aaron, it's a revenge game for
Justin.
For Justin. And I think that because they already chose Russell over him, and then they chose Aaron over him.
Yep.
So now he got in a new situation with a new head coach. I think they're going to lean on the running game. They're missing alignment. That's fine. But I think Aaron Glenn is going to bring over that next man up mentality like they have in Detroit. And the boys going to play out of their mind. And I really think, for me, I'm taking the Jets to cover. Not necessarily win, but I'm definitely taking them to cover.
All right.
Plus 2.5. And I'm not going to lie. I like the Jets to win. That'll probably be an upset that I play this week. I'm either going to take them at plus 2.5 or Jets to win outright. I got a feeling about this one.
I mean, it is week 1. There always has to be an upset. If this was an upset game, this wouldn't be my pick. And when we get to the team, I'll probably tell you who the upset is going to be once we get to the team. But like I said, I think the thing that really swayed me a lot was losing a starting lineman. Vera Tucker for the year with a torn tricep. I understand you can have that next man mentality, but when you go in against TJ Watt, one of the best defensive players in the league, there's only so much you can have before reality hits you.
Listen, you find them, you run the other way. I do it all the time on Madden.
Easier said than done, right?
We play supposed to go left. You see that nigga over there? Yeah. We're going the other way, dog. We're going the other way. Any player props in this game y'all like?
Justin Fields rushing yards.
I like that.
Yeah, that would probably be about it. I don't want to take anyone on the Steelers just yet, just because I want to see how it goes. I want to see what we are. Like I said, I do want to see what we get out of Aaron Rodgers. I want to see what we get out of the young boy. I do think Justin Fields is going to take off a few times, and I think he's going to try and feed the ball to Garrett Wilson. But I don't think Garrett Wilson's a safe play because he's probably going to draw Jalen Ramsey, and then if he gets double teamed, he's going to have Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, because Joey Porter is going to lock up Allen Lazard all on his own. And you can't even name who the third string wide receiver is for the Jets. So I wouldn't probably take Garrett Wilson. I would bet Justin Fields rushing yards though, because even if he only breaks free once, he's got the speed to knock out 50 rushing yards in an instant, just like Lamar Jackson. So I like Justin Fields for the rushing yards.
I'm not sure where TJ Watt sack line is, but if you can get him at 1, I'm taking that.
Okay.
Just because they're gonna have pressure on Justin, and like you said, he's gonna have to get out of there. He's gonna try to get out of there.
TJ Watt's at half a sack, so yeah,
I'm taking that.
All he needs is 1. I don't think that would be a bad play. I think he probably gets, like, especially a fully healthy TJ Watt coming off that line, he probably gets 1 on Justin.
Yeah, I'm taking that. I like TJ Watt for 1 sack. All right, fellas. Ooh, the cardiac cats on both sides.
You can leave this one.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm staying away from it.
For sure.
This is a game I'm staying away from, all the way away from.
You don't want to see the greatest draft pick of all time in Travis Hunter?
Not of all time. I would like to see how it plays out. If I'm choosing any, let me tell y'all about this line. The line for this game has been going crazy.
It's at 3.5 right now.
In the past week, nobody knows what's happening right now. If I'm choosing one of these teams, I probably have to go. Damn, I wouldn't even choose. But this is one of them games. I'm
You
not
got to
even
pick
going
one,
for
bro.
it.
You got to pick one. This
Eh,
we're not doing
If
that. We're not starting the season
my
off
bo-
like that. You got to pick one, bro.
if I gotta pick one and I'm forced to pick one, I'm just gonna tell you right now, and I'll probably go with the Jags.
And that can change tomorrow.
I agree with you though.
Eh,
I'm going with the Jags too because first off, I think I think Trevor Lawrence will have a bounce back year. They already have a good running game. I do like Trevor Etienne, or excuse me, Travis Etienne, not his brother, but Travis Etienne and Tank Bisbee. And I do like the pick of Travis Hunter. I think that was a good pick, but I really like Brian Thomas Jr. Over any of the receivers that the Panthers have. We don't know what we're going to get yet out of McMillan. You know, we sort of saw what we got out of Xavier. I would like to see him improve. And then they already lost they traded Adam Thielen, so their safety blanket is gone. Their tight end for the Panthers sucks. No one cares about Jatavion Sanders. He's not really that great. He's nothing special. And then your third string wide receiver, Jalen Coker, is out for at least the next 6 weeks with a quad injury. So you cut Hunter Renfro, and now you're going to bring him back in as your third string wide receiver. The Panthers do have a good running game, but I think the Jags are more complete on offense. So if I did pick a team to win, it would be the Jags, but I wouldn't play the spread. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even bet this game. This would be a game I would just be like, play it as wait and see type
mm.
deal. But I would bet if I had to pick a team, give me the Jags, but I'm not betting the spread at 3.5. I would just simply take the money line with the Jags and call it a day.
And Jags the favorite, right? -3.5.
They are the favorite at -3.5. But again, who knows where that line's going to go? That line could change
Hmm.
again.
It just
But yeah,
changed
as
today,
of right
so
now, it's the Jags at 3.5.
I really like the Panthers in this game.
ooh,
I think Bryce is going to have a continue his good play that he ended the season with
Absolutely.
last year. They're going to lean on that running game. They're going to run the ball. I like the Panthers outright, and I like the Panthers to cover in this one. It's another upset that I like this week.
Okay.
It's another upset I like this week. Any props?
Absolutely. Give me Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian
for a touchdown.
Thomas, get them yards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yards or a touchdown. But
Or
I mean, he was a touchdown monster last year. He
Yeah.
was a big play wide receiver. I think he just gets better this year, especially because now again they added an additional weapon to that offense. So yeah, and I do think Trevor Lawrence has a backdoor year. So yeah, give me Brian Thomas. But I do like Bryce. I would love to see Bryce finally with a full year under his belt, same head coach, additional weapons. I do have big things for Bryce throughout the season. I just don't think it's week one, and it doesn't like make me feel soft and fuzzy, if you will. To take him just
Nothing
yet.
about this game
Mhm.
makes me feel soft
Yeah,
and warm and
right.
fuzzy on the inside. I'm telling you.
nothing.
I'm taking the home team in this one. So, not the home team, my home team, the Panthers. So, I like what they're doing. We'll see. Like I said, this is definitely a wait and see for both of these teams to see who they're actually going to be. But like by week 4, we'll know. We'll know who they are. Let's get into this next one here. We got the Browns hosting the Bengals. Mister, I'm gonna put up 97 points, and we ain't got no defense.
Yeah.
I'm scared of this one.
I don't
Oh
blame
man, this a lot for me.
I agree.
Bengals.
I
Look,
agree with the Bengals. Go ahead.
you talking about they're gonna put up those 97 points.
Yeah.
The question is, do you believe that Cleveland will put up 98 points?
Not with a 40-year-old Joe Flacco.
There you go. That's why it's a lock for me.
But the
Cle-
Bengals are notorious for starting the season slow. Notorious. So who said they're going to put up 97 points? They're capable of putting up 97 points, but are they going to do it in week 1? Have we seen them do it in week 1 in the past? I don't think we have. I like the Bengals in this game, though,
Mhm.
nonetheless. 5.5 is a bit rich for me. They favor 5.5.
He ready 2.5, right?
You already know with me. Field goal. Because this my thing though. If I think they're gonna win, but I don't think they're gonna win by a lot, 2.5. They're gonna win by a field goal. It's easy. And that way you get the most out of the money line, especially for a team like this that's already a favorite. Like the money line is at, I think, like minus 250, but you can get 2.5 probably at either 175 or 150, something like that, probably. You gotta shop it around, but you can probably get a just way better value for the same play, in my opinion.
Yeah, the money line for the Bengals right now is at minus 242, for the most part. I think the Bengals are going to win. And the way I would bet this actually would be probably the Browns at plus 5.5, because I don't think the Bengals are going to win by 6, because they're not known for putting up all them points in the first few. They do start slow. Also, we still have issues on the defense. So I think this will still be good. You can still cover if the Bengals win, because I do have the Bengals winning. I just don't think they're going to win by 6. And if it happens to be the upset, which is a danger to me, I know I felt stronger about the Bengals earlier in the week, but just a divisional game and then rethinking the whole situation, this could turn. There has to be an upset. It's week 1. All the teams that we think are going to win, or everybody has predicted, it's not going to happen. If someone is going to get upset, and if it is, it will probably be somewhere along these lines of the Browns upsetting a team in which has all of this firepower. So a safer bet for me, take the plus 5.5. I don't think the Bengals are going to win by 6. And if it happens to be the upset, then you win anyways and you're good to go. But if you want to be safe and you truly believe in the money line with the Bengals, knock it out.
I like it. Jamar Chase touchdown. Jamar Chase 2 touchdowns. Joe Burrow 2.5.
I don't give me no Joe Burrow at 2.5 passing touchdowns to start. Yeah,
1.5 though. He'll definitely throw for 2.
I'm not taking that.
For 2 touchdowns.
But safer bet I do love though. Give me Chase Brown at 19.5 receiving yards. This is his backfield. He's a dual threat running back. He definitely will catch the ball out of the backfield. And once he gets into open space, he could easily get going. So 19.5 receiving yards for a guy like Chase Brown. Absolutely. I love him. If I had to pick a touchdown, I would probably say the big guy, David Njoku, because this is Joe Flacco back there. I would probably actually argue that David Njoku on the goal line type situation would get a touchdown for the Browns. That would probably be my touchdown pick if I did anybody.
Smitty, you got anybody in this game?
Jamar Chase. Give him the yards. 75. 75 plus. 75 plus receiving yards.
He's going to need more than that. On Underdog Fantasy, they got him at 86.5 right now. Yeah, to start the season. But that's what you are when you're the Triple Crown winner. That's
absolutely.
That's what happens to you. So that's why I said Chase Brown. I think it's a safer bet.
Now I did have Chase for a touchdown. But we'll see.
Or just bet one of the Browns receivers. I don't mind Jerry Jeudy, or even I love Cedric Tillman, and he's pretty low right now. Cedric Tillman's at 41.5, and you have a guy like Joe Flacco that likes to throw the football, and they have a very, very, very suspect running situation with the Browns. Judkins is still dealing with legal issues. Jerome Ford, we've already seen what we can get out of Jerome Ford. You don't know what you're going to get out of the rookie Dylan Sampson. And then they turned around and picked up Raheem Morris off the running back that got cut for the Chargers. So I don't think they know what they got at running back right now. And if the Bengals do get going, the Browns are going to have to put the ball in the air. I think Cedric Tillman at 41.5 yards. I actually have him almost as like a breakout player this year. I like to see what Cedric Tillman can do. I liked a lot what I saw last year from him. I think he even have a better year this year. So
I can see it. Like I said, I'll probably take. Burrow wake up and throw 2 in his sleep. So to me, that's like the easiest thing. That's the low hanging fruit. That one probably still, minus 300 or something, because they know who Joe is. Yeah. We all know who Joe is. Macaulay Culkin himself. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get into this next one here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Battle of the NFC South here. Who y'all got?
This one's easy for me. Give me the Bucks. I think the Bucks are good on defense. I think they have a lot of firepower on offense. I think they have a great running game. So do the Falcons. I love Bijan Robinson. But this one to me is actually pretty easy. Go ahead and give me the Bucks here. I don't know what you're going to get out of that Falcons defense. It was suspect last year. I didn't see the greatest of improvements this year, and also some huge things. Falcons didn't play their starters during the whole preseason. So how much rust is really on these starters here? I think that's what we got to look at. It's how much rust you're really going to get on these starters here versus Mike Evans. I love the young boy Emeka that's coming that they drafted. I thought that was great because they're not going to have Chris Godwin to start the season, but I love the young boy Emeka to go with Mike Evans, to go with Bucky Irvin. Yeah, I definitely would take the Bucks here, and honestly, I would take the Bucks at the spread, which is at -2.5. And another big thing is if you look at Michael Penix Jr., I know everybody's a little high on him, but he didn't play the whole season. But we do have some tape on him. But how is he going to respond now that he's got tape? Like, you're a rookie quarterback from last year that defensive coordinator's got tape on you now, and they've already started to make adjustments to you. So we're going to have to see how he handles the whole thing.
About Jaden, but we believe Jaden going to thrive.
Yeah, but Jaden's a rarity. You don't see a lot of what Jaden did as a rookie quarterback. Name 5 other rookie quarterbacks that came in and did what Jaden did, led a team 12-5, and took them to a championship. I think you might see some. And to be honest, I think you might see some regression from Jaden Daniels this year because he set the bar so high.
That's enough from you, Kirk. All right.
So high that it's hard to go back to that level after defensive coordinators now have tape on you.
That's enough. Not too much. Not too much. All right. Talking about Jaden like disrespectful like that. How dare you?
Hey, man, look.
We will not stand for Jaden disrespect on this show. All right.
I think this game will be a little bit closer than what we're thinking it's going to be, actually. But I do got the Bucks. Look, man. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdowns, easy. Yeah. And more than likely, hey, Bucky might have him a rushing touchdown. I just don't think, even with the situation at quarterback over in Atlanta, because it's still a situation there. Like, you got Kirk there. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Kirk there in the background. Singing in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, and collecting that money.
Yeah.
He's going to get that bread.
And when he was on the field, he was also collecting more interceptions than any other quarterback out.
But he was hurt too. Kirk was hurt.
I'm not saying he wasn't hurt. I'm just saying, like, it's always a bad thing. How many reps did he get in training camp with these guys? Yeah. Like, where's the rust? Where are we looking at with this Falcons team? I think the Falcons will definitely get it going later in the season, but give me the Bucks week 1. In fact, again, this is more of a lock for me. I love if you want to take it at the money line, I definitely love it. But if you want to risk it just a little bit, the spread being at 2.5, absolutely. Give me the Bucks at 2.5 for this one.
See, right now, ESPN got the spread at 1.5. So they think it's even closer than that. And with that being said, upset. I'm taking the Falcons. Bijan Robinson for a touchdown. Next game. You got props?
I don't think Bijan Robinson's getting 4 catches in this game. I think they do run the ball with him more, but 4 catches, that's what his receptions are at. I would take the lower on something like that. Bijan Robinson for a touchdown, sure. I love Drake London, though. I do love Drake London. When they ran into issues last year, Drake London was definitely someone they were trying to force feed the ball to. So his receiving yards is at 75.5. His receptions is at 6.5. Or you could take Drake London for a touchdown. I do like Drake London for a touchdown.
I don't know that I like any of those lines per se.
I like Baker for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Baker's line right now is at 1.5. So Baker getting 2 touchdowns. Yeah. But I don't think Bijan's getting 4 catches to start the season. I think they run him a little bit more. So I would take the lower on 3.5 receptions. And Bucky Irvin's rushing yards to me are pretty low for a team that doesn't have the greatest defenses. His rushing yards are at 67.5. I definitely think Bucky will probably get that.
Okay. We like those. Let's see. I don't even like this game. Y'all got it.
Oh yeah,
I got nothing for this game.
yeah, I like this.
I don't trust San Francisco to be the San Francisco who we thought they were, who we think they are. I don't think they're that team. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. I just don't like it.
They're definitely not San Francisco of the past.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. If I got to pick, I'll take San Francisco though.
There you go. And that's where I'm at. Same. San Francisco, man. They're not San Francisco of the past, but now you got a healthy quarterback now. Now you have a healthy quarterback.
But you ain't got a healthy Brian Ayuk. Granted, they got Ricky Pearsall, Justin Jennings. They still got George Kittle. CMC coming back.
Yeah.
Jennings, CMC coming back.
And that guy in the backfield. That's right.
But what we going to get from CMC? How we know?
What we going to get from Cooper Kupp? How we know?
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. And also, new update, Juwan Jennings did fix his contract situation, so we don't have no issues there. They're going to pay him more money. This is sort of like a prove-it year, too, for Juwan Jennings. This is a perfect situation, actually, in my opinion, for Juwan Jennings. Brandon Ayuk, you don't know when you're going to get him. Probably only late in the season. Week 8 is when I'm predicting Brandon Ayuk to come back. You have no more Debo, so it's all Juwan and it's all Ricky Pearsall. And they upped Juwan Jennings' salary to 10.5 this year from 7.5. So this is a prove-it year. If he plays well, he's playing for a contract. He's playing for money. I think Juwan and Ricky Pearsall go out there and actually have a good game. And like I said, Brandon Ayuk got injured last year. Debo really wasn't doing that. And these are the main two guys that Brock Purdy has been throwing to at the end of last year, throughout all of training camp and everything else. So the consistency is there for them. And now you get a healthy CMC. Give me a healthy CMC over Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet all day. That's not even close. And we're not even going to talk about the tight end situation. George Kittle is better than anybody on the Seahawks. So I definitely like the 49ers. I don't know what you're going to get with Sam Darnold. Huh?
Not Jackson, Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, but like I told you before, it's always easy to be the second string wide receiver that people have a lot of promise for when there's a number one there getting the number one cornerback and always getting the attention. We're going to have to see what Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to do on his own, because there's no DK to blame now. If he doesn't have a good game, you can't look at DK and say, well, DK is not getting open or this, that, and the third. It's going to be just you. You will get the number one cornerback, you the number one wide receiver, and you might even get double teamed. So what are you going to show me? That's what people are going to look at now. You're getting also a new quarterback in Sam Darnold. Ain't really that much changed with the Niners. They still have the same coach, the same quarterback. Ricky Pearsall has already been there. You know what you can get out of a healthy CMC. I like the 49ers despite what the odds are. They have a great money line for the Seahawks. They're saying that should be the upset. I disagree. And even the spread is sort of in the Seahawks. They have the spread at 2.5 for the Seahawks, so plus 2.5. So they're either not going to be beat by a field goal or they're going to upset the team. But I actually, in my opinion, I like the 49ers here. I think they start off strong. I would definitely probably take the 49ers at a money line. If you want to risk it a little bit, give me the 49ers at minus 2.5. So, and my player prop, Ricky Pearsall. Without a doubt. I think he has a good game for sure. Or Christian McCaffrey for receiving yards.
Okay.
I definitely could see CMC with them receiving yards.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall is at 41.5. Give me that player prop. Receiving yards, 41.5.
Where's CMC's rushing and receiving yards? What's that line at? That's something I would look at.
Rushing and receiving for CMC is at 110.5. 110.5.
110.5.
Yep.
Maybe not. I mean, because they're gonna want to feature him because he's back. But we'll see how that one goes. I'm staying away from them. Again, these two teams, depending on who they're playing, I'm not betting for them. Again, for like the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, I got to figure it out first, see who they are, figure out who they are, and then I can put some money on them because I'm not going to lose my money for me. Let's see.
Easy. This is a lot. It's not even close. This is a lot.
Broncos by 13.5. Book it.
Yeah, they got the spread right now for the Broncos at -8.5. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's outrageous. I would probably take the spread at -8.5. You're going to have this young rookie quarterback go against a top 3
A
defense in
top
the league.
defense in the league.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
The actual best defense in the league.
yeah. The Broncos. You could 100%. If someone said this is the best defense in the league, it would be hard to argue against it because they definitely have the #1 cornerback in the league, in Pat Surtain. And I thought they made some really good offseason additions to the team. And also one of your sort of change of pace players in Tajay Spears is going to start the season on IR. So it's going to be a whole lot of Tony Pollard with a rookie quarterback going to mile high for the first time ever. Give me the Broncos here. Even again, if you want to play it safe week 1 and you just take the money line, this is the safest. This is probably one of the safest. This is up there with the Cardinals, in my opinion, as one of the safest money lines to take. But if you want to risk it and go ahead and do -8.5, I do not blame you at all.
What a lovely welcome to the NFL moment.
Yeah.
It's a terrible first game for Cam Ward.
Lovely moment. Absolutely.
So either Cam Ward going to show us he that dude, or we're going to be talking about on Monday how Cam Ward underachieved, and that's why we ain't been talking about him all offseason.
Yeah.
That's going to be the storyline on Monday.
Hopefully it's not the underachieved portion. I mean, damn, man, it's the Broncos. The defense is strong. That's the reason I have them as an easy lock. And rookie quarterback versus the top defense in the league. Yeah, that's an easy pick for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to take a player prop here, give me the Broncos #1 wide receiver that they just paid a whole lot of money to, that Bo Nix likes slinging it to. Give me Cortland Sutton at 57.5 receiving yards. I think that's a pretty low line for him.
That's a fairly low line.
And I don't think there's a lot of other wide receivers there that sort of challenge him in any way. Like the second string wide receiver is sort of up for grabs. Marvin Mims, it's Pat Bryant, it's Troy Franklin. So it's a little up for grabs there. I do like Portland, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you wanted to do Evan Ingram, the new addition there at tight end. He's at
they got 4 receptions.
33.5 receiving yards for Evan Ingram. I do think they get that. I thought that was a great addition offensively for them. So some dump down passes for Evan Ingram. Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not taking nobody on the Titans, though.
Not even Cam Ward?
Not even Cam Ward.
Nope.
What you want me to take him for? An interception?
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's a fair play right there. That's a fair play. Cam Ward for interception. Defense
going against this defense, bro. I'm pretty sure that's not even plus money, bro.
And I like Calvin Ridley. And his line is not that bad. It's 48.5. But Calvin, you got to draw Pat Surtain.
Calvin who?
Calvin Ridley. I like him actually.
He's still in the league?
Not against Pat Surtain, I don't.
I'm about to fry Pat Surtain. Let's go. Let's go, Calvin. Yeah, I'm about to be like, hey, y'all remember when I was in Atlanta, y'all really thought I was the next Julio. I'm about to show you why.
I don't think anyone ever
I'm about to show you why. I like it. I'm not taking that either, but yeah. This is easy one. Broncos by 97.5. All right. Next game.
Oh, no.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I still think I personally I like the Detroit in this one. Even with the addition of Micah. Because the Cowboys were stupid enough to trade him. Dumbasses. Excuse me. Right now, ESPN got the line at 1.5. So this is really a toss-up game for them. Basically, home team advantage, home field advantage, and I'm gonna go with it in this game. Because the Packers is favored. Excuse me, by 1.5. So yeah, I'm definitely taking the line.
Got them at 2.5.
Yeah, like I said, ESPN Sportsbook got it at 1.5. So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. I'm taking the Lions, and I really don't think it's going to be close, to be honest. It kind of sounds disrespectful a little bit.
It was very much,
but I still don't think. I mean, there's still some questions in that Packers secondary. You know, they got a lot of speed over there in Detroit, and Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs. And yeah, I think that running game gonna pound them, and then they're gonna play action them, and over the top, boom.
So I actually, I'm in agreement with you. Even with the addition of Micah, again, you got to think this is they have elite running backs over there in Detroit with David Montgomery and Jahmyr. And again, Micah's main job is to get after the quarterback. He not catching Jahmyr or anything like that. So, and I just think that Detroit's a better team. Like when we look at the Packers, there's a lot of potential, but with the potential of Matthew Golden, like, okay, he's still a rookie. Like, you know what you're getting out of Lamar St. Brown. You know what you're getting out of Jameson Williams, who I think is going to have a better year. Like, Matthew Golden's still a rookie. You don't know maybe you get to improve Jaden Reed. Maybe you get to improve Dontavian Wicks. I think this is the last hope for Romeo Dobbs, to be honest with you. Like, so all of this is just potential. That's all it really is. The real centerpiece is Jordan Love, and you know exactly what you're going to get out of Josh Jacobs. So I like Detroit. I think people will probably be overreacting to how they ended their season, a banged up Detroit that just wasn't able to finish it out in the playoffs. But no, I definitely like Detroit here more than the Packers for sure. And I don't like the Packers at -2.5. If you wanted to play it safe, you could do Detroit at +2.5 just in case they did lose. I don't think they lose by that much, and you can cover the upset. But I actually like Detroit here by -2.5 in my personal opinion. I think they go in there and they get it done. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to keep up with them. And I think they're going to feel it a little bit as well with their DBs. Losing Jair Alexander, despite the fact of how long he was injured last season, you're gonna really feel stuff like that. So I don't think the Packers are going to come in here and just all of a sudden mop the floor with Detroit. I find this line to be rather disrespectful. Give me Detroit here for sure.
I for sure got Detroit.
I like it.
I think it'll be a tough game. I do think they're going to battle it out. I think a lot of attention because of that Micah trade. It's got people not understanding what Detroit really is. Like they haven't changed much. They're still a great team. It was a great team last season. Yes, they didn't end the playoffs well, but it's still a great team.
They have practice squad players out there.
You know what I mean?
Again, I think
You
people
have injuries all throughout the season. Like, that's it. And to make it to the playoffs.
So what?
Who did they lose to in the playoffs? I forget. Anybody?
Who beat the hell out of them in the playoffs last year?
Who was that? I can't remember.
Your team. You know who it was. I couldn't think of who it was to save my life. Who they lost to. You know who they lost to.
Oh, I know.
45-31. And it just shows you how bad their defense was at the end because Commanders out here dropping 45 points on them. Like, they just had no one. They had no one to guard anyone.
Yeah, they were hurt. Very injured game. So,
yeah, give me this. But my player prop for this game, though, is Josh Jacobs for a touchdown because Detroit's best D tackle is not going to play in McNeil. So he's injured. Yeah, I do like Josh Jacobs, goal line situation for a touchdown. Yeah. Absolutely.
I like that. I think Jordan Love going to have a good season this year, too, though, despite, what they're saying about him or what they say about him. You know, I think he's finally going to figure it out how to string it together for a whole season. And come playoff time, they might make some noise, but we got to get there first.
I don't know what the receiving yard line is for Sam Laporta, but give it to me.
What is
Sam Laporta.
30?
They got it at 40.5.
Give me it. He'll get it.
I'm thinking 30, but I can see it because they're going to run that play action. They're going to pound the ball. They're going to run that play action. So I don't mind it, actually. I don't mind it.
Like, I know you got the speedy receivers out there in Detroit, but you know what? Again, and this is one of those things where you'll look at the addition of Micah. Okay, I got to get the ball out my hand fast. Let me go on and get into this safe target real quick. Give me Sam Laporta. He'll get them
Sean Gary gonna
yards.
be on that ass.
Yeah, it was a good addition for the Packers, but they're going to be cap strapped for the years to come because you're paying Jordan Love, Michael Parsons, Xavier McKinney, Josh. You're paying these guys good money. And these rookie contracts are going to run out, and you're not going to have that saving grace. So, in terms of their cap salary, they're going to be in some trouble for years to come. Like they're going to have to figure this out. This is a win. This is where you're betting it all and trying to win now type of situation.
For sure. This is
So
definitely
if it doesn't turn
maximize
out
the
for
window.
them, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I like this one. And like I said, I do like the move of Micah. Definitely was a maximize the window move. Like, let's get it now.
Yeah.
So that they see something. So we're gonna see. Let's get into this next one of Houston at LA Rams.
I don't think people should bet this game personally. It just doesn't sit that well with me. I don't think people should really bet it. I don't know what you're going to get out of Matt Stafford, and the Texans are definitely still a banged up team. Like you have Nico, Joe Mixon's not starting. Hopefully CJ Stroud will have a bounce back year. I definitely think he will. And also, this is a tough defense for the Rams to come into. Like they have elite defenders over there in Houston, some really good DBs, and you could argue the best D line in football with Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson coming after you. This is and you don't have a mobile quarterback in Matt Stafford. In fact, you had a guy that's sort of been banged up with a back injury throughout most of camp and preseason. So, yeah, I wouldn't bet this game at all. They have the Rams at -3. I definitely wouldn't take the spread. I don't really like any of these. Both teams have some deep playability, though, because, I mean, Monte can get open for sure. Then you look at Nico Collins, and even the spread for the points is 43.5. They're telling you to bet the under. But this is one of those games where I just probably wouldn't even feel safe doing that. This will be a pass game for me. I don't think I would bet this at all. But if I did bet, I would probably bet the under on the point. Just because the Rams do have a nice young defense and Jared Verse, who I think can get after the quarterback. So I don't see this being a high-scoring game. But just to be safe, I would probably pass on this. But if I did bet, I would bet the under on their points at 43.5. And I'll probably bet it now before the points drop. Because if it starts to drop lower than 43.5, then I might be going to over. But, yeah, 44 total points for both of these teams, I don't really see that one happening.
Agreed. Definitely staying away from this game. Too much uncertainty there. However, if I'm picking a team out of this, it's gonna be Houston. CJ gonna have I think CJ's gonna have a good year again.
Bounce back, yes, sir.
We try to say he had like a bad year. It's not too much of a bounce back though, man. Like
it was a bounce back just because just like Jaden Daniels did his rookie year, CJ Stroud did his rookie year. So from that standard, it's considered a fall off.
Yeah,
so it'll be a bounce back. But I see what you're saying. I agree with you.
Right, because look again, just like you said, they got tape on you now, so they're gonna adjust.
Plus, the Texans had some injuries. Nico got injured, and then Stephon Diggs got injured, and then Tank Dell. Unfortunately, he's not going to play all season. Now you're also coming in with another rookie wide receiver, again going against this young defensive team in the Rams. So yeah, with all of that uncertainty, this would definitely be one of those week one situations. I treat this almost like the Jags and the Panthers. These are better teams than the Jags and the Panthers, but I just want to see how they start the season and how we really get it going. Because the Rams is also almost like the Bengals. They are really good in the second half of the season. That's where they start to scare you. But not so much in the first half. So I would like to see what we get. But if I picked a team to win, it wouldn't be the Texans, to be honest. I would probably lean towards the Rams because they're just healthier. I mean, you have Nico Collins versus Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. And then you have Kyron Williams versus Nick Chubb, who you don't know what you're going to get out of. So I would say the Rams overall are healthier, but the defense is better in Texas.
So because of that defense, I'm leaning Texans as well, like Smitty here. I like Nick Chubb in this game. They got his line on ESPN bet at 42.5. I will take the over on that. But a sleeper play for me in this game is longest reception for Nico Collins. They got him at 26.5. I think that's easily an over. That's just one play, one throw away. And he does have that big play opportunity. So I like that for him in this game.
And if you got underdog, they got him at 25.5 on underdog versus 26. I would actually take the under on Puka Nacua. He's at 71.5. I think, like I said, these are some really good cornerbacks over there, especially Derek Stingley Jr. I mean, I don't see Puka getting you 72 receiving yards, to be honest. Right. They don't even have a line for Devontae Adams. They're just betting fantasy points at this point. So I think the Rams are going to try and run the ball. I think Devontae will get you some open plays. I don't think Puka's going to get you 72 receiving yards, though. So I would actually probably bet the under going against this defense.
Yeah, they don't know what role Devontae is going to play in this offense, so they don't know how to bet him. Yep. I like it. Let's get into this next one here. Let's see. Did he leave? All right, on to the next one. We got Buffalo at Baltimore. Go ahead and take this one, Kurt.
Yeah, this is a game that I'm going to enjoy watching more so than betting. Just to be honest with you, I think it's a really tough matchup, though, for Baltimore, just because you're going into Buffalo. And just like they say, no one circles the wagons like the Bills. Like, this is a very good – both of these teams are really good. I expect both of these teams to definitely make it to the playoffs and pass the first round for sure. I mean, the Ravens might even be Super Bowl bound. They're favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. I think the Buffalo Bills have done some really good additions. I don't feel that safe about betting it. The line isn't even that high. They got the Bills at plus 1.5. Right. I don't knock that line, though. I think that's a pretty safe line. I don't see this game being a blowout, to be honest with you. I don't know if the Ravens come in there, though, and just beat the Bills because the Bills are good on both sides of the ball. So are the Ravens. I just don't know if the Ravens come in week one into Bills territory and beat them. So I would probably take the Bills at the spread at plus 1.5 for sure. If you wanted to be really safe, if you have the Ravens and you wanted to be safe, then I can understand you taking the Ravens at plus 1.5 instead, just in case. Because I don't think the Bills are going to beat them that bad. But if the Ravens happen to upset, then you still pull off the Vic. But this would be one that I would probably just pass on. Two really, really, really good football teams. I would probably just take a player prop here. And just pass on actually betting the game itself, to be honest with you. Okay. Because the player prop is easy.
Who you got?
Derrick Henry for a touchdown. So that, in my opinion, it's not even a question. Like, he tied the league in rushing touchdowns, and he ran for 1,900 rushing yards. I mean, you have James Cook that's also tied the league for rushing, but absolutely, give me Derrick Henry for a rushing touchdown. In terms of player props, that's pretty easy. Now, Josh Allen's rushing yards will not stay here throughout the season, but his rushing yards are at 32.5. So that's very feasible for someone like Josh Allen, who is second in rushing yards as a quarterback behind who was first, which is Lamar Jackson last season. Yeah, so, give me Derrick Henry here for a touchdown. And then, like I said, if you wanted to do a spread, I would probably take the Bills at plus 1.5. And this is the spread that's on Sportsline. That's probably the safe bet. This is what I would take just because they also have home advantage here. So,
yeah. To me, this game is absolutely a toss-up. I'm just going with my favorite. I'm going to take Baltimore in this one. However, what I'm probably going to do betting-wise is I'm gonna bet my locks plus this game both ways, and the goal is to get out of it early by halftime. Hopefully, the game is like 0-0. They offer me a nice cash out for more than I would have made if one of the teams won, and I get, that's the way that I feel like to maximize this game because it's going to be a close one, man. These are two very good offenses, very good defenses. They are just two complete teams. Either one of them you could see in the Super Bowl come January, February timeframe. So
absolutely.
I agree with you. Derrick Henry on the anytime touchdown is pretty much a lock. You can just pencil that in. I wouldn't mind Josh Allen rush yards, but I feel like they're gonna expect Josh to run a little bit. But Josh a big boy, man. Josh want to run.
He'll truck you. He just loads the shoulder. Like he runs differently than Lamar, because Lamar's not trucking you. But my goodness, if he gets in open field, I don't know a lot of people that's catching him. But Josh Allen will literally look at a linebacker, lower his shoulder, and just run right through you, like we've seen him do before. So 32.5 rushing yards. I don't think that's unreasonable for Josh Allen in a game like this. But Derrick Henry for a touchdown, I feel safer about that player prop than any other. So
absolutely, that's along the lines of Saquon for me. Saquon or Jalen in that first game.
Derrick, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, all of these guys for touchdowns for sure.
That might be a nice parlay too. Anytime touchdowns for.
Yeah, if you had to add a fourth, I would say James Conner. Like Derrick, James Conner, Josh Jacobs, Saquon, I think these will all be a solid touchdown option. If you had to do like a 4-leg parlay or a player prop, absolutely give me those.
I would take Hurts over Conner.
I don't knock it. That push that they do. Like I said, I'm just hoping that they do give them some more. Yeah, but they're definitely going to do it once for sure. They're like on the goal line.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into this last and final game of the week. Monday Night Football. You got your Minnesota Vikings and rookie J.J. McCarthy going up to Chicago to play against Caleb Williams and their new head coach. What's his name? I forget his name.
Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator from Detroit, who I'm really intrigued to see how it turns out for him this year.
Yeah.
So, I don't like this. Is a game I'm not betting at all. If I had to pick a team to win, give me the Vikings, just because I like their running back situation. I love the addition of Jordan Mason. I thought that was great to go with Aaron Jones. I like their tight end and T.J. Hockenson. It's Justin Jefferson is self-explanatory. I know they have some injuries and suspension with Jordan Addison not playing the first 3 games, but I think they did rectify that in a good way by trading for Adam Thielen. And he's going to fit right into that Kevin O'Connell system. So, I would take the Vikings here if I had to bet anything for a game, just because I need to see consistency out of Caleb Williams.
For sure.
He had some games where you looked at him and was like, oh, that's why he's the number 1 draft pick. And then he had other games, especially to start the season last year, where you were just like, this is what y'all traded Justin Fields for? Like, I don't understand it. I need to see consistency. Even though the Bears do have some firepower, I do think Ben Johnson will definitely help them out. But if I had to pick a team here, it would be the Vikings. But my opinion in terms of betting is to just pass on this game. So, again, go for something like a player prop and just pass on this game here.
So I'm on the fence about this one. Since I'm on the fence, I'm going to lean toward Caleb being better and Ben Johnson being the quarterback whisperer that they say he is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to lean toward Caleb having a good game and the Bears win this one in a close one. Plus we haven't seen JJ yet. They were confident enough to trade away Sam Darnold. So clearly, he's something there that they see. But we got to see if it's going to translate onto the field or not. But so in that aspect, I'll lean toward the Bears slightly, just because I'm pulling for Caleb Williams in this game, to be honest. I just want to see what he's going to do. Yeah,
they got the spread at +5 and +1.5 for the Bears. Mm-hmm. And then if you just want to risk it, they're saying you should bet the money line for the Bears. Because I understand exactly what you're saying. We haven't seen what we've seen yet with J.J. McCarthy, so we don't really know what we're going to get.
Yeah.
But that also means that the Bears don't have tape on J.J. McCarthy. So they don't really know what they're going to see out of him yet either. And I do think, again, Minnesota Vikings had a good defense last year, and they even improved it this year. So they're going to get after Caleb for sure. But, yeah, if you wanted to take the spread at +1.5 for the Bears, or just straight up take the Bears as a money line, I don't knock it. It's just a game I don't really want to touch because I do want to see what we're going to get out of Caleb, and I'm interested to see what we're going to get out of JJ McCarthy. But a player prop for this game for me is I like what Ben Johnson does with running backs. You saw what we did in Detroit with Jahmyr Gibbs and everything. He likes to get running backs involved in multiple different ways, and I think they have a really good versatile running back in DeAndre Swift. And I actually took him in an earlier bet this week when his line was even lower. But his receiving yards is at 14.5. I got him when he was at 11.5 for receiving yards. I do think they'll utilize DeAndre Swift like they did in Jahmyr Gibbs and try and get him in open field with some simple dump down passes to make the game easier for Caleb Williams.
Definitely going to be some screenplays.
Yeah. This would be mine right here. Would be taking DeAndre Swift at 14.5 receiving yards.
I like that. That's one play for real because like DeAndre is pretty shifty. He gonna get it quick. And they're gonna be again. I think with Ben Johnson there, they're gonna try to get the ball out of his hands quick, especially because Caleb known to hold on to the ball. So they're gonna try to get it out of his hands quick. Look for the dump down, look for the check down. A lot of screen plays. Get into your playmakers' hands. And so I like that 14.5 as well on that. That's a solid pick for me. All right, so that's all our games this week. So do a brief recap here. I think we had the Eagles unanimously. We had Arizona unanimously.
Absolutely.
We had Washington unanimously.
Yep.
We had the Broncos unanimously. We also had who's that? 4 more teams. I think it's 5 teams. The Bengals. I'm still on the fence of them. We had them unanimously, but that's again a closer game than one might think. Yeah. So I think those are.
Patriots was unanimous.
No, I didn't pick the Patriots, did I? Yeah, no. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think we all went with Detroit. You said Detroit?
Detroit was unanimous.
Yep.
Yep. I think that was it. I think we all picked San Francisco as well. I think it was one more too, actually. Oh no, we didn't know we were going to do that.
Falcons? Or did you have the Falcons doing the upset?
I picked the Falcons in that one. Too close of a game. Yeah. I think that was everybody there.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. Josh Jacobs.
Saquon.
James Conner. For sure.
Yep. Jalen Hurts. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't knock Jalen Hurts. Yeah. And then I do like Malik Neighbors. I think he'll find the end zone.
Okay. I can see that.
So, if I had to pick some touchdowns, those would probably be my primary guys.
I like that. That's so we'll try to put these together for y'all into a graphic, get it uploaded so we can share it. But tap in with us, man. We're gonna be doing this every week, all season long. Stick with us, man. We're going places. Yeah, man. Listen, we about to make some bread. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I wish we did this last year because we can't put up like how we actually really did and everything, or how much money we made last year. So this year, though, we will let you, of course, always know some of our picks that we won or we lost on, or how some of these games got a little crazy. You can only predict so much. We're gonna always position with the information with injuries and everything like that. So, but we'll be here with you every week, and then we'll make adjustments. And we'll always, of course, put our picks out there, some of the player props that we like or touchdowns that we like, definitely before the week start. But tune in with us every Wednesday. We try to be, hopefully. So this will probably come out on Thursday mornings. I'm trying to set it up so we can do a live stream on Wednesdays, and then we'll release it on on Thursday morning
on the platforms for everybody that wasn't with us in the live stream. So thanks for checking us out, man. We appreciate you. Listen, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you here getting money with the fellas.
You was live in the crib with the fellas.
Yeah, I did. Parlaying. Peace.
All right. Peace.